Hello Peaches! Yes, I am wearing the exact same outfit that I did in the last video, because that's just how it is. So I just filmed the video with my guinea pigs that you've seen like a few days ago, and I decided to just film this video as well because I have a lot of time to film and I really need to film this. I've been meaning to film it for a long time now, so now I'm doing it. This video is a tattoo update, my tattoos part 3 I think, or something like that. I'm not sure what to call it yet. So I made 2 other videos about my tattoos in the past, and I will link both of them in the description down below. So if you haven't seen that yet, I suggest you go watch those 2 first, because there's a lot of tattoos on my body that I will not be talking about in this video, but that I talk about in that video, or in those 2 videos, because you know I make these videos whenever I have enough new tattoos to talk about them. But I obviously don't talk about my old tattoos in this video because I talked about those in my old videos. So if you want to see like the story behind this or any of my other tattoos, go watch those 2 first. If you just want to see what's new on me, then just stay here and watch this video. So this has been put off for a very long time because I have a lot of unfinished or like half-finished tattoos. And I was going to wait to make this video until those tattoos are done, but you know, I reached a point where I'm like, it can take a long time before they're done, and they look kind of done. Most of them are almost done, so you can still get an idea of how they look, and I'm at that point where I'm like, I need to get this video out there because people keep asking for it. So here it is, unfinished tattoos and some finished. With the unfinished tattoos I will explain like stuff. So yeah, let's just get into it. So I have a lot of homemade tattoos because I recently started doing that. I know a person who does that as well, and he has done a few on me, stuff like that. So a lot of these tattoos in the video are going to be about my homemade ones, but I do also have a few that is actually not homemade, and that is like 100% professionally made and stuff like that. So I will start with those, and then I will end it with the ones that I made myself. So the first new tattoo I got is the one I have here, and that is, it's not new anymore. I got it like a while ago, and that is from the movie It. I actually got it around, yeah, I got it before the new version of it came out, so I got it in like the summer 2017-ish. Because I love old horror movies, I love the old version of it and I love the new one, and I'm so excited for part 2. And just horror movies in general, like from the 90s and the 80s, are like amazing. I love them. I am definitely planning on getting a lot more horror themed tattoos. I do want some sort of Freddy Krueger tattoo, maybe a Jason tattoo. I'm not sure about that one because I'm more like Nightmare on Elm Street kind of girl. So yeah, something like that. But this is the first one in my horror tattoo collection. There's someone cutting trees outside my window and it's making a lot of noise, so I'm sorry about that. Then the next one I got is on my right leg, on the front of my right leg, and that is a little bunny from Alice in Wonderland. And as I think I have said this a few times, I do want my entire right leg to be covered in Alice in Wonderland. I want like a leg piece or like a leg sleeve or whatever you call it. Just with Alice in Wonderland stuff on it. So this is just another addition to that leg. I don't want to be like one piece that they make. I want to add a little bit to it like now and then get one every 6 months or something like that. And then in the end they can fill out the background with something so it all comes together. That's my plan for the leg. I already have a plan for the thing that's going on my thigh with Alice in Wonderland. So yeah, this is just another cute addition. This is super cute. I love the art style of it because it is kind of like a sketch in a way. And just the expression on the bunny's face and everything is so freaking cute, and I love it so much. It's definitely one of my new favorite tattoos that I have. Then the next tattoo I got is on my sleeve. This is how my sleeve looked before. So if you see my old video, you know that this is the dragon from Spirited Away. And these little paper birds as there's on it with kind of like blank. It just makes the tattoo looks unfinished, even though it was finished. It was supposed to, you know, just have these paper birds that was not filled in. But it just looks unfinished, and it annoyed me for many years. Like really, ever since I got it, it annoyed me that it wasn't filled in with something. So I finally did it. I finally got them filled in, and this is how it looks now. This is a before and after, obviously, as you can see, and I just love it. I love it. I decided to use cherry blossoms because Then I would be able to get some pink and some green in there. And you know, I have very colorful tattoos and I love that. So adding a few more colors to this already pretty colorful tattoo was amazing. There's a lot of blue in that tattoo and some purple and some orange. But adding some pink and some green as well just completes like the rainbow, I guess. And I chose cherry blossoms also because, you know, it's Japanese. It's very Japanese. It's I guess the most Japanese flower, you know. When you think cherry blossom, you automatically think Japanese. So I figured it would be perfect for this because, you know, Spirited Away is a Japanese movie. It's Hayao Miyazaki's Studio Ghibli, and I've been looking for a long time to find out what I wanted in them because at first I thought I wanted something from the movie, but I just did not know what from the movie should be in there that would look pretty. So I decided to just go with cherry blossoms, even though it's not from the movie. There's probably some in the movie at some point. It complements it perfectly with the theme and the style, and then the colors looks amazing in it. So I'm so happy that I went with cherry blossoms. I am loving my sleeve so much more now than I did before. I did love it before, it just annoyed me that it looked unfinished. And now it actually looks done and I am so happy about it. I love it. Then on to the stick and poke tattoos. The first one is not made by me, it's made by one of my friends. And it's one I have here on my neck. My neck, my back, neck, my pussy and my crap. Anyway, that tattoo is, as I said, a homemade tattoo, but not like I didn't make it. That would be kind of difficult. It was super painful. It's just a Mickey Mouse outline. As you guys know, I love Disney. Absolutely love Disney. And I've been wanting something on my neck for a long time. I still want maybe one more, like here or something. Because I want something on my neck, but I wanted to keep it simple. I didn't want like a big piece on my neck because I don't think it looks that great on all women. I don't think it would suit me. I just wanted something small and very simple. So my friend made me this little Mickey Mouse and it's so cute. I love it so much. It's like the perfect thing because it's cute and simple and it's Disney, and I always love Disney and you cannot get enough Disney tattoos. So this is really, really cute and I'm very happy with the result. Then on to some that are not completely finished. My hand. So the first thing on my hand are my fingers up here. At first, as some of you know if you follow me on Instagram, I made... Can you not cut trees right now? I made first, you know, the symbols from cards, you know, the heart and the club and the thing. Spades and stuff like that. I never was really happy with them, and I always love the way it looks when like this, you know, when they're completely black. And I know that people often get that to cover up tattoos, but I just love the way it looks just like this, even if it's not to cover up. I just like the look of it. So I decided to do that myself, and they're not finished. They look kind of finished, but they definitely need some touch up, and I really like them. I really like them. A lot of people when they see them are like, that's very extreme, like a big black blob on your fingers, and that's fine. People don't have to think they're pretty. I love them, and that's what's most important. I think they look really cool. And also I left the heart because I thought that would be very cute to have a heart in the middle of it, also because that's my ring finger, so that's like love wedding thing, I'm not sure. But I just thought it would be cute to leave the heart, just to have something. Also because I don't think it would be pretty to have all of them like a black banner on it. I think this looks really cool. I'm so happy with it. Then the next thing on my hand is also not completely finished. I'm not sure actually. I cannot figure it out what to do more. It's something that I started to kind of like, then I add this, and then maybe 6 months later I get an idea to add this and stuff like that. So I'm not sure how to move on from now, but maybe I'll figure it out soon. So on my hand I used to have just this star right here, this purple star, and then I added this around. This is my own. The star is made like a long time ago. But then I added this that's like going around it. I think it looks really cool as it is, actually. I do. But I also want some more. Like, I do want my hand to be almost covered. But yeah, as I said, I started this to kind of be like an ongoing project. Because I really like having those. I think those are like very fun and very cool. So, you know, I added the swirls, and some of them needs a little bit of a touch up. And then maybe in like a few months I will be like, hey, maybe I should add like some dots, or maybe I should add some color to it. I'm not sure yet. That's the thing about this. And I think it's really fun to have these kind of things, because it doesn't look like super horrible unfinished or anything. It's just like, you know, it's a fun little project for me. So yeah, it is kind of finished, but it's not, because I do want my hand more covered. So this is a fun thing. I know it sounds like super weird that I have like an ongoing project with my hand tattoo, because that's something, usually when you have that with like in art and stuff, it's usually on like a piece of paper that you have a drawing, and then you can add to it, you know, as you get inspired and stuff like that. But I just have that on my body, and I think that's very fun and very cool. And I definitely recommend it if you do stick and poke tattoos yourself. It's just a very fun, cool way to, you know, slowly get cooler and cooler tattoos and get better and better. Then moving down, I have this little one right here. This is like a planet with some little stars on it. I made this myself as well. This is finished, and like, hey, I actually finished the tattoo that I made. Awesome. But this is so cute. I love this. Even though it's not perfect, you can definitely see there's something on the edges that like could be a little better, but I think it's so cute. It's so adorable, and my mom even is like, she thinks it's so damn cute. She really wants me to make one on her as well, so maybe I'll do that one day. But this is just, it's so cute, and I love it so much. I'm not sure why I made it actually, because I'm not like into space or anything like that. I'm not a nerd in that. I don't know anything about space, let me just say it like that. I do love sci-fi, but I'm not like a big sci-fi nerd. Like, I love Doctor Who and stuff like that, and Alien. I don't know why I made this. It was just so cute, and the colors and everything. Then I got the stars that I have here, going up here. I made those myself as well, and these were the very first ones that I made. Very first ones. So they are definitely not perfect. They look kind of weird, some of them, but you know, they're cute, and I definitely don't think they look super bad, and I actually kind of really like them. I don't hate them. Like, I do like that they're kind of raw on the edges, and you know, in that kind of sense. That's the thing I love about stick and poke and homemade tattoos, is it gives it another charm. You know, even though there's a line that's a little bit crooked and the edges are not perfect, I love that. I think it gives it so much more life and charm and cuteness. So these little stars, where some of them are a little like weird, I love it. I love it. I think it's part of the thing that I love about my tattoo. If it was like perfect stars, I don't think I would love it as much actually. So yeah, that's the thing I love about stick and poke tattoos, is that cute little edge that it has, that cute little homemade look that it has. So yeah, these were just because I wanted to fill in the gap between the cherry blossom tree and the snake I have on my arm that were made professionally, because I do want this arm completely covered one day. You know, this is one piece that I covered my arm in. This is like more of like a memory arm. Then I get one tattoo, you know, once in a while, and then in the end eventually it will be covered and with a bunch of small different tattoos, and I love that. So yeah, that's why I got them, just to fill in a little bit, just to practice stick and poke, and I love them. Then right above them I have a little heart that I made myself, and this is actually like, this went surprisingly well. I am super in love with this heart, like very freaking much in love with it, and I love it, and I'm so proud of myself for making it. It looks amazing, I think. So it has the pink, purple and blue color in it, because it's the bisexual colors, and I am bisexual, so that's kind of why I made it. It's kind of like pride related, to celebrate bisexuality. Holy shit, can you stop cutting trees? Alright, I'm just going to have to talk, and I don't give a fuck anymore. Pride tattoo. I made this because I'm bisexual, and because I've been wanting some sort of pride related tattoo for a while, or like bisexual related tattoo for a while. And this was a very cute, simple one, and it was one that I could make myself, which made it kind of more personal. And I really love it. It's like one of my favorite tattoos as well, even though it's so small. I really love it, and I obviously love the meaning behind it as well. Alright, so I have 3 more tattoos, and they're all on my legs. The first one is also not finished. surprise, surprise. And it is this amazing Bowie tattoo. This is pretty big. I'll show you here so you can see how big it is. You know, right here. It's pretty big. It's the biggest one I made myself. And I'm loving it. I love it. I'm so proud of myself. It's so perfect. The edges and everything. It's not finished because, you know, as I said, I did this myself. But in order to do it, I have to sit, you know, sit like this. And then with my leg up like this. It's just a very uncomfortable position to sit in. And this took me 3 times so far because I could not sit for a long time at a time because my leg would start like cramping. And that's also why I'm not able to finish it myself, because I just realized like I cannot do that anymore. Also because now I got like the overall thing, but now I have to clean up the edges and fill in the color, the rest of the color. So I have to have my friend help me with that, but he's working a lot, so it's also like whenever he has the time to do it, because I don't want to stress him about it. So yeah, that's why it's not finished, is because he's working a lot, so we have to do it someday when he's not at work, obviously. And it's just, I love it. I got this because I really love David Bowie, and also because of my dad, because my dad passed away 3 years ago, as some of you guys know, and he was a huge David Bowie fan. He was like, David Bowie was his idol, it was his senpai. He loved David Bowie ever since he was young, like ever since David Bowie started making music, all the way to the day that my dad died. He loved David Bowie. He died before David Bowie died, so he wasn't able to see that, luckily, because I think that would have totally crushed him to see David Bowie die. So anyway, that's kind of like for both of them. I love my dad and I love David Bowie, so this is for both of those guys. And then it's also just very cool, and again, colorful, and I love colorful tattoos, so that is perfect. The next one I have on the inside of my left leg, and that is my Marilyn Manson tattoo that I made myself. This is also, it's like, it is finished, but I do want to clean up the edges a bit, because this is one of the first ones I made. Like, I am proud of it. I do think it looks cool. It does not look bad at all, I don't think so. But I do want it to look a little more like the logo that I was looking after and the one I made. So yeah, maybe one day I will do that a little bit. Clean up the edges, you know? But I do really like it. I made this because I really love Marilyn Manson. He's one of my favorite artists, and you know, not just because his music is good, but also because his mentality. He's so incredibly clever and intelligent, and the way he sees things and sees life is just amazing. So yeah, that's why I got that one. And then the last one is almost finished. Oh my god, it's almost finished, but not completely. It's actually on my Alice in Wonderland leg. I have 2 tattoos on my Alice in Wonderland leg that are not Alice in Wonderland, but they're both on the ankles. So, you know, you can just say that from the ankles and up is my Alice in Wonderland leg, I guess. And then from the ankles down are a few others. Anyway, this one is also from the movie It. This was both, as I said, because I do really love horror movies and all that kind of stuff. But also just more to kind of, again, try it out, to get better at stick and poke. And you know, it's a very easy tattoo to do because the lines are supposed to look a little rough, because it's from the movie, and there it also looks kind of funny and a little rough, you know? So this is a very, very easy and cool tattoo to do if you are just getting into it and you need something to just practice on getting the grip and everything. So yeah, that's kind of why I made it. I do love it, and I do love the movie and the meaning behind it. It's pretty cool, the symbolism and everything. So yeah, that's why I got it. And I have to, the only thing that I'm missing is that I want to make the V a little thicker. So that's just the only thing I'm missing. Anyway, I'm like, I can feel like my brain and my mouth is just like, I don't want to talk anymore. So I'm going to end this video here. I'm done anyway. I don't have any more tattoos that I have gotten recently. So yeah, I finally made it. I hope you guys are happy that I finally made this video for you guys, explaining all these things, even though they're not finished, all of them, but you get the idea. And when I finish them, I will post them on my Instagram, so make sure you follow me. I have left the link in the description down below for I have 2 Instagrams and some other social media. So please go check those out. Make sure you follow them so you can see whenever I get new tattoos. And yeah, that's also where I post pictures of new tattoos. If you follow my Instagram, none of these tattoos are new to you. You have seen all of them, except my David Bowie one, I think. But you know, you've seen all the finished ones a long time ago. So if you do want to see my tattoos as soon as I get them, or as soon as these ones are finished, go follow my Instagram. That's how it is. It's a cool place to be. Anyway, press the like button if you like this video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel as well, and thank you for watching.